All right. As we always like to do, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone tossers, truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the Akim and Akwath out there listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the Native Americans, Latino Americans, and so-called African Americans here in America and scattered throughout the four corners of the world.
That's right.
This is a branch of Great Millstone. I'm the brother Chicago. I'm brother Asher from Chicago, Salaki.
This is the brother Batakala.
This is the brother Yaya.
Yeah, and we got a little video, but we don't. Before we get into it, America is completely divided, and we're gonna play this little video. We are giving copyrights with that copyright.
Yeah, free, fair use and all that shit.
Fair use. We're gonna play this video of Donald Trump letting them have it.
Like we have in New York. Hello, Governor. Nice to see you back there. 2 weeks ago, I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue because you'll never win another race. That's the only thing we're checking. Are they receiving it? Because if they're receiving it, that makes it much worse. If they're not, is Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
So you hear Nero, Donald Trump, going in on this governor from Maine.
Right.
Go ahead.
Let's start with this second Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so, of course, this is talking about, on a street level, all hell is going to break loose. People are not going to be listening to these government officials. But this is how it gets started right here, man. You got these Edomites pretending to not, because all these Edomites on the same team, quiet as kept.
Right.
But you got this devil bitch pretending that she's gonna disregard what the president is telling her she has to do, and that's just gonna embolden all of these other people that's aligned with the Democratic Party to have that same mentality, just causing more division in this kingdom. Go ahead, Yaya.
God, such is the king and such is the people, man.
Yeah,
So
grab that. You got
leaders,
that?
no.
I got it.
Yeah.
If their leaders going off, then shoot, the people gonna be feeling the same way. They're gonna be doing the same things as the leader. They're gonna be looking up to the leader and be like, oh yeah, we with them.
Yeah.
Right.
You got that?
Yeah, I got the Sirach 10. This Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right, so this government is showing you, well, it has been showing, but this example right here is another example of this as being a not well-ordered government.
Facts.
All right, Donald Trump is supposed to be the head of state according to what these people tell you. So it shouldn't be no people that are subordinates of his, which would be these governors, these senators, these representatives, the House of Representatives. These are all subordinates of Donald Trump to a certain extent. He has a higher position than them. He's supposed to be the one in charge. He made a direct order that they wasn't going to allow men to participate in women's sports no more, among a bunch of other shit. And this particular governor, who happens to be a woman, is not willing to comply with that.
And let's be clear, he's talking about transgenders.
Yeah.
So he's not just talking about regular men playing in women's sports.
Yeah.
He's talking about the alphabet lifestyle.
That's right.
So, and that's what it's all about. Donald, even though Donald Trump is wicked and Nero, he's still trying to restore order into this chaotic system. You know what I mean? So he's waging war against the wickedness, but even though he's wicked himself, but the fact that he's telling them that he don't, you whatever gender you was born is, that's what you are. No more pretending, no more of this nonsense as they doing. So it's causing this deep division. Go ahead, grab that, Mark.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
And that's exactly what it is right now. This is a part, like the elder brother just went into, this is a part of things falling down. You know what I mean? This kingdom is on its way out. So there's going to be division. There's going to be civil war. That's a part of prophecy. It has to be divided. It has to be stirred up. There's got to be chaos for Yahweh Shai to return. So it's going to be completely utter chaos all the way around. And this is the starting process of it.
Yeah. And these Edomites, and Salakia, I ain't no elder, Salakia. But these Edomites,
you've been around longer than me, that's what I was
Well,
saying.
yeah, but I know.
Just
for the record.
Yeah,
But, it's really a controlled, these Edomites think that they're going to do another controlled demolition and then rebuild with the New World Order. All right, that's why they allowed these Biden and Harris and them to get in office for that 4 years, because what that did was set the status quo far to the left. Now Donald Trump is coming back to set things to the right, and it's just causing tension, and he's having to forcefully do things to bring things back to the right, which is going to make things get worse. All right, because ultimately all these Edomites are all about that Mo lifestyle. They're all about that alphabet lifestyle. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
They're just trying to stir up dissent among the population.
Yep.
All right, because at the end of the day, you people on the ground are the only ones that really believe this shit that they kicking, man.
Right, yeah.
Y'all the ones that believe this shit that they kicking, and that's why they're trying to divide y'all against each other. Because if you watch the video that the brother played, Donald Trump is in the fucking same room as this bitch he's supposedly arguing with. They about to sit down and have a dinner together, and God knows what else conversations they're gonna have. Man.
Right.
You know, but for the sake of the camera and for the sake of the theatrics, they're gonna have these devils going after each other on film, because it's gonna make you low level niggas and you low level devils had to want to fight each other, man.
Facts. Get that Egyptian. Psalms was that Isaiah 19. Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So ultimately, the New World Order, their goal is to have Jake fighting each other, man.
And you devil and these heathens too. Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. Salaki, go ahead.
Their whole goal is to have Jake fighting each other, to have Venezuelan against black, so-called black, and to have Edomite against race wars, class wars. Their whole goal is to come order out of chaos, man.
Right.
The whole goal is to create chaos so they can emerge as some kind of savior or some kind of, a so-called God to come save the people.
Yeah,
Right.
so the chaos is gonna bring in the NWO, the New World Order is what they thinking they do. It's gonna lead to the MOTB and the CHIP. So that's what the chaos is for. You know what I mean? It's, all roads lead to this MOTB.
Yeah.
So they got to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, they got to have this confusion. They got to have this drama, and they got to have everything lined up. So, like you just said, you know what I mean? They can say, okay, with this new system, we're gonna bring and restore order again.
Yeah, and but because at the end of the day, this this issue, although the Mo activities and all that is wicked, and we acknowledge that, and we against it. This is really a small fry issue compared to the shit that they really are trying to do. Because at the end of the day, all these Edomites are Mo's. But what you got to pay attention to is the spirit that this guy Donald Trump is in, man. They letting you know that Esau is in the spirit of giving orders and commands now, man.
Right.
And either you're gonna comply or you're gonna have to pay the price if you don't want to comply. And just like he ordered this lady to stop letting Transformers participate in women's sports, he gonna order all you people that you got to take a chip in your hand in order to be able to participate in commerce. And if you don't do it, you're gonna pay the consequences, man.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
And what happened when that lady governor didn't want to follow Trump? He said she won't ever be a governor again after they go to the court. So what about you people, man?
Yeah.
You people gonna be far worse, man.
Yeah.
If you don't accept the MLTB, he gonna get y'all, bro.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, because some people gonna get put to death for not taking it, but whether you do or you don't, you will starve, they'll starve you out. They don't have no problem with none of that shit.
Right.
They'll starve you out, because cutting you out of society, it really will be enough, man. They, you know, whoever they put to death is who they put to death. But really, on paper, it's a death sentence to not be able to go and purchase food, to not be able to purchase water. All right, the Lord really gonna have to be with you in that day when you can't do those things.
Right.
Because if you look at it, look at how this shit go now. It's people hungry and starving everywhere, and that's not even implemented yet. But because they don't have money, they can't get food or water or whatever. Meanwhile, all these places throwing food in the garbage. I be at work, they throwing over 30 and 40 portions away at the end of the night.
Right.
In the trash, man.
Making
Locking
no
the
damn
dumps.
sense. Get that Jeremiah 13:28. He is evil to him. Can Ethiopia change the stripes?
Yeah.
Because like the brother was going into, you know, Donald Trump in this theatrics he playing into, it doesn't really matter because, you know, they still, you know, evil. They still, you know, like Elder Malcolm always say, two wings of the same hateful bird.
That's right.
He's not being good because he's a good person. Far from it. Like he said, all of them are gonna sit down behind closed doors and continue to do wicked stuff. Grab that scripture.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
And Esau is accustomed to doing evil. So it doesn't matter who's in rulership. This devil is wicked and evil, and he's going to do exactly what he wants to do.
That's
period. Right. Point blank, period. And it's never going to be to the good of anybody, except their own bellies.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it boils down to. So the division and the chaos and him taking totalitarian authority is just a part of his, of their demise.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why he was set up at the end of the day. All of these, first of all, the Lord set it up first and foremost.
Right.
But on a carnal, in a carnal sense, just speaking to you people who may not understand the spirit, these bankers and these elites, they set him up for a reason, man.
Yeah.
And they set up the administration before his for a reason.
That's right.
All right. These Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's, they was allowed to come in and wreak havoc, so that now when they put Donald Trump back in office and he starts talking the way he's talking now, all of these, if you go and look at the comment section in that particular video, if you actually go to the video, you know, all these people in the comment section is praising this dude, saying it's about time.
Right.
You know, and that's how they start. You know, they started off with something like transgenders in women's sports, something that really any sane person is going to agree that shouldn't be happening. They'll use things like that to set the standard, so that when they start going down the road and really demanding some heinous things from the population, people are already on board with him. Look, he the one that got these transformers out for us.
Yep.
He the one that did this. He the one that did that. So we got to listen to him.
Yep.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, man, it don't matter who the fuck it is. Once they take the food away and take everything away, and they tell you got to take this chip, or you're not gonna have nothing, ain't gonna need to be no convincing.
Right.
For a lot of you niggas, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, niggas gonna be in a rush. Niggas gonna be getting stamped twice. You know.
Yeah. You know, these are like wise to do evil. You know what I mean? So, like you said, they gonna go about willingly because they, this is what they want.
Yeah. They're gonna be treating it like it's fly and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all got something else?
Feeding the flesh.
Right.
I'm all good. You got something, yo?
I ain't finished that, Mark.
Yeah. Keep reading.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, back in verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand without an end. So, at the end of the day, it's just Esau against Esau at the end of the day. Actually, it's Esau versus everybody, man. He's trying to make everybody fight each other so he could come out as a savior, order out of chaos, like I said, or like the elder said. And at the end of the day, the Lord got to be with us to deliver us, man.
Facts.
That's it, man. You all good, big up?
Yep.
Hey, man, close it out, yo.
And with that, we would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Kwam Yashrallah. And a ball.
A ball.